All right, hello, friends, and welcome to Shuddy Uppy, Let's Talk King and Queens podcast. My name is Steve Lott, and we have an awesome show for you today. I'm joined by my co-host, Mr. Dusty Salisbury, famous for his hilarious King and Queens TikTok reenactments with his family. Dusty, how are you?
What's up, you demented old circus monkeys? I am doing great. How are you doing tonight?
Doing awesome. Always a good time when we record. We're also joined by our lovely co-host, Jenna Maureen, the queen of turkey impressions. Jenna, how are you?
Well, you guys got to hear the secret turkey impression. Yeah. That was not good.
The one that actually aired, the gobble gobble, that was still funny though.
It's the only turkey impression I'll ever admit to.
I thought it was good. So, all right, we do have a rating and review before we get to our guest. This comes from Apple Podcasts, and it's from King of Queen Rules. They write, "This King of Queens podcast is one of a kind. It has hilarious trivia questions about each episode. Steve and Dusty," I guess this was before Jenna was officially our co-host, but Steve and Dusty are quote masters, reciting great lines from the episodes. By having actual stars from the show as guests, it makes it fun to relive every episode. So thanks a lot to King of Queen Rules. That was their name on the Apple Podcast. And if you as a listener want to be acknowledged, just write a review on Apple Podcasts, or you can email us, kingofqueenspodcast@gmail.com. Send us a note on Facebook, whatever you got to do. But we will read it on the show. All right. So now to our guest. We have an awesome guest for you. She's been in emergency communications field for over 30 years and currently runs a small dispatch center at a community college. She's an Oregon native who enjoys the outdoors, cycling, and yoga, and of course, the King of Queens. Please welcome Christine Dibble to the show. Christine, how are you?
Hey, I'm great, you guys. I appreciate the invite.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming on. So tell us a little. So you're in Oregon still?
I'm still in Oregon, yeah. Just outside of Portland. So
okay.
It spent the pandemic there in Portland. That was a lot of fun. Well, it was a lot of fun for everybody, right?
Yeah. Awesome. So this episode we're going to talk about, it's not exactly about yoga, but it is. Yeah, you do got to kind of be limber for it. So, for those of you listening who maybe this is your first time, the format's pretty cool for this for our podcast. We take a random episode every show, and we ask our guests about some trivia questions. Then we talk about our favorite parts and quotes, and then we rate and review the show. So it's pretty fun. Christine, do you have any questions?
Not right yet.
Not right yet. All right.
I feel like I will.
Dusty and Jenna, how are you guys feeling tonight?
Oh, I'm pumped.
Yeah,
pumped?
I'm excited.
I'm excited for this. All right. We're going to be going over season 8, episode 1, entitled Pole Lox. It was written by Michael J. Whitehorn and David Litt. It was directed by Rob Schiller and originally aired on September 19th, 2005. Episode synopsis: Doug wants Carrie to take pole dancing lessons so she can give shows for him in the bedroom. So it's a little risque episode, but they kept it PG for TV. So
yeah, they did.
Jenna, would you like to start us off with some questions?
I shall do that then.
Uh-oh.
All right, you ready?
I'm hoping so.
All right, first question. How many games at the gym did Deacon beat Doug at?
3.
Good job.
3 games.
And Steve and I were talking, and I was like, is it tennis? Was it racquetball? Which one was it? He thinks it's racquetball, so we're going to say it's racquetball.
Yeah, they had racquetball rackets in their hands.
Yeah,
I've never seen tennis inside.
No?
Like inside
Maybe
a gym.
they were coming from outside,
not
like the
Yeah.
tennis court.
Yeah.
I didn't have my glasses on at the time that I watched this.
Wait till you get a little
can't
older.
really
You
tell.
can't go without them.
Well, I shouldn't go without them. Like, I'm literally supposed to wear them all the time. But as we see, I don't ever do that.
What about contacts? I wear contacts.
No, I can't put
No,
things
It's the
in
whole
my
finger in
eyeballs.
the.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. But you could put makeup on and all that. I never understood
But I
that.
don't I don't wear eyeliner or anything like that. Just like,
It's overrated, you know.
It's overrated.
it really is. It is, for sure. All right, you ready for the next question?
Okay.
All right, what 2 tattoos did Ed have on his arms?
We had a dragon and Yosemite Sam.
Yes.
Awesome.
Awesome, good job.
Now Ed was
No hesitation.
yeah. No, Christine really got that one really quick.
Yeah.
Now Ed is the husband of the person who was doing the pole dancing in the gym. And how, for a bonus question, how did Doug quote unquote meet Ed? Or how did he invite Ed over to for dinner?
Chased him down in the parking lot.
Chased him down. I don't remember the wife's name. What was the wife's name?
Anna Maria.
There you go.
Oh, Christine's
Good
all
job.
over it.
Yeah, you got it.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a funny. That was real funny. I loved the like how Doug was trying to subtly, but not so much subtly, get the ladies to talk about pole dancing.
Pole dancing.
Dance it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They tried to change the subject, and like as they're walking away, and pole dancing. All right.
Yeah.
That was fun. I also liked how when they were at the gym and Deacon was like, "Oh, you want Carrie to do that?" And he's like, "No, I was hoping his wife would do it."
Yeah.
But she'd be good too. Yeah, Carrie'd be all right too. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That made me laugh.
yeah, they definitely took some liberties with this episode. You know,
Yeah, they did.
I don't know if I'd have my my kids watch this one, but
No, my kids definitely. This is not one they want.
Yeah.
there's not many of them. But yeah, this is probably one of them, right?
Yeah, DJ's has seen it.
Uh-oh.
So
It probably went right over his head though.
yeah, I mean he don't know what it is, but he thinks it's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't let my 14-year-old watch that.
Oh,
You know, boys at that age. So,
All right.
all right, you want me to do the next question?
Yeah, please.
All right. What was the title of the video Doug brings home that Carrie ends up watching?
polecats.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cats.
Man.
It's such a funny title for the video.
Yeah.
So I wrote this down. I think I wrote this down, or maybe you wrote it down as well, Jenna. It was on VHS. It was a VHS tape.
Yeah.
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 It was 2005. I mean, they didn't have DVDs back then. I thought they did.
Maybe
think-
it was too expensive to make it for the pole dance class. Like
Oh,
maybe
maybe it was
they
like-
couldn't afford that.
True that.
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah, I always thought DVDs had really like taken over by then. Unless it was like an older video, like mid 90s or late 80s or something.
Yeah.
They loan it out. Bring it back to us when you're done convincing your wife.
Remember when that other episode where Arthur wins the Civil War? It's all a box set of, I think it's
Yeah.
VHS also. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Yeah, VHS
That's
was big,
Maybe around that time, like VHS and DVDs were like still like, a big thing. DVDs were like getting bigger, but they still had VHS and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
I-
can see
'cause-
that, I guess.
Because I don't remember when
I'm
it
trying
started.
to think. No, because I think 2004. Like I'm pretty positive. I had a friend that collected like DVDs,
Yeah.
like
I
from
remember.
movies.
Yeah.
So maybe they just did that. Used VHS instead on the show.
Like you said, it was cheaper. I think we're,
Yeah.
So bonus question. How much was the video?
$29.95.
$29.95. Absolutely.
Oh my God, I missed that too.
You didn't?
I didn't realize he had to pay for the video.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She
He
said,
did
they
say-
gave you all that? And he said, well, no, the video was actually $29.95.
Oh my God, I wasn't obviously not paying attention all the way. I don't think I would have paid $30 for that video. On a VHS. No.
Heck no.
Maybe that's why it was so expensive. They had to make it overhead.
Nowadays, you can just go on YouTube and watch it. Don't need to buy a DVD
exactly.
anymore.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I'll take the next one, Jenna. So
Sounds good.
So Doug ended up. So Carrie ends up doing the pole dancing classes. We come to find out, and a couple weeks later, Doug had ordered a pole to install in the bedroom. This is a two-parter. What mail service did Doug use to ship the pole, and what time did they guarantee delivery?
Express mail, and by 5 p.m.
Wow, excellent. Good
God
job.
damn.
Good job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're really kicking butt here.
Yeah.
I loved.
Oh, go ahead, Steve.
No,
Sorry.
go ahead, Jenna.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I could not I heard express mail, but sometimes I heard expressive mail, so I rewinded this 4 times to make sure I heard it right. And my husband's like, "They said express mail," and I was like, "I swore I heard "iv" maybe at the end when somebody said it." So I rewinded it
mails.
But my husband's like, "No, Jenna, it was express." I'm like, "Let me just rewind it one more time." I think it was 3 or 4 times that I rewinded it.
I've never heard of expressive mail. Is that
I hadn't either. So
Oh, that's funny. And Deacon's like, because immediately I'm like, why didn't he just ship it via IPS?
Yeah, exactly. Because we
So
suck.
Yeah, because we suck. Exactly. All right. So what is Carrie's stripper name?
Oh, Misty Heffernan.
Misty Heffernan. That's
I
absolutely
thought we
correct.
stumped you for a second.
I did too. It was like, I know this.
Bonus question: what instead of money? What did Misty have Doug use instead of dollar bills?
Coupons.
I always thought that was hilarious. Like a
Yeah.
Dougie loves coupons.
yeah. That's true. Doug
He
does
loves
love
coupons.
that just makes me think of the part in the episode where he goes, "I've had an Arby coupon."
Yes. I can't even
I
look at
bought it
it.
for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
Oh, that's hilarious. So Arthur's all upset about Carrie dancing for Doug, and Spence is over. First of all, Dusty, I don't know how I never picked up on this, but every time you say pole fairy in our polls,
Yeah.
I totally forgot it was from this episode when
Oh, yeah.
when Spence walks in and said, "The pole fairy's here." Someone earned themselves a new nickname.
Yeah, Danny doesn't have much to say in this episode, but that was gold. Yeah.
Yeah, that was gold.
Yeah, it
Yep.
was.
Absolutely. So Spence is making a sandwich. Two-parter again. Jenna loves the two-part questions. What type of meat was Spence using to make the sandwich, and what type of bread?
Oh, the bread was pumpernickel and it was corned beef.
Very good.
Awesome.
Very
Nice.
good. Jenna, you got these two-parters, and people are ready
I can't
for
get them. I know. I can't get them.
Look, Arthur had a great one-liner in that scene.
Yes.
He's like, "Oh, there it goes, a 10-foot arrow through my heart."
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I love that part when they're carrying the pole in.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
I like the part right in that window where he says, "That's how it starts." And then it's peep shows, strip clubs, and he's down at Port Authority in hot pants, picking up drunken Marines in abandoned butts. And I thought, well, that's pretty specific.
It's very specific, right? Oh, my God. Yeah, Arthur's great in this one. He's absolutely hilarious.
Yes.
All right. So so now we're to the point where Misty dances for Doug, and she's really not that great at it. And Arthur the next morning comes up to Carrie and says, I want to, what are you doing on Saturday afternoon? Where was the first place Arthur took Carrie, and then where was the second place they went on Saturday?
First they went to like a park and they were feeding animals. And then they went to the circus. And then later she was riding on like one of those little kid rides.
Yeah.
That was funny. That was funny with the those little things you put the quarters in.
Yeah.
And, they just kind of like bounce up and down. No,
Yeah,
I
don't see that.
No.
I haven't seen them either. I could see those being like a lawsuit or something if the kids fall off or get banged in the head or something.
Hey, Christine, bonus question. Got a bonus question for you. What was Carrie riding?
Oh, what kind of animal?
No, when she was riding that little machine, what was it?
I think you might have me on that one. I don't know.
I think it was a rocket, maybe? No?
Was it a tiger?
Horse? I don't know.
It's an airplane.
An airplane.
Yep.
I didn't think it was an animal, but I wasn't sure.
Yep.
Dusty had to stump me.
That's funny.
Well, you got me too. If I didn't write it down, I'm not going to remember it.
Yeah. Well, I just watched the episode like 5 minutes ago, so right before this podcast. So.
I watched it several times, and you guys are going to find out why. So, what was Doug doing when he didn't want to go home? So, what was he doing at IPS?
So he's cleaning out his locker with like a scrub brush, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, that's hilarious. And then the next question, what was his motto? What did he say his motto was?
Oh, he said something like a clean locker is, I don't know. I can't remember. It was something like that. And then he had another motto about eating or something.
Yeah.
So a messy locker is the devil's playground.
There you go. Yes. Yes.
And then Deacon says, I thought your motto was eat through the pain.
Yes. What, a guy can't have two mottos? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then how many more coupons did Misty Heffernan give to Doug?
50.
50 coupons. It probably took her a while to make 50 coupons.
Can you imagine?
That's
right along with
coupons.
those cell phone cases. Yeah.
Yeah, with the cell phone case.
Hey, she's committed. She loves pole dancing. Gets in touch with her inner more.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What did she say in Spanish? Muy soy
soy empowermente.
Yes.
Jenna with the accent and everything.
I did take like 4 years of Spanish, but I don't remember anything.
4 years, awesome. So I'm trying to think of why, but Spence was driving Arthur somewhere. They were in the car.
Well, they were going to go to dinner.
Oh, that's right. But yeah, that's right. Okay. So what type of food did Spencer suggest when they were driving?
I can't remember the type of food, but I just remember he says, "No thanks, I'm not in the mood for gazelle."
We'll give you that one because that was one of the funniest lines. Yeah, I'm not in the mood for gazelle.
It was great, I know. He had a lot of great lines, yeah.
It was Ethiopian.
There you go.
I didn't even know they had Ethiopian restaurants, but Spence seems to find them. All right, so we get to the famous scene where Doug tells Carrie she sucks at pole dancing.
Yes.
And then hilarity ensues when he dances on the pole and shows her how to do it.
Yeah. Yes.
What does he
I
say?
think that's when I officially fell in love with Kevin James.
Yes.
Oh, that
totally.
was the moment, Jenna?
That was the moment.
Wow. The ladies really like this episode.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's funny.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's important information like that. needs to be cut off.
Just go.
You need to cut me off for that. So how did Doug describe himself when he was upside down sliding down the pole?
You're an angel.
Yeah. I'm an angel. I'm an angel.
Yes. You got to be an angel, You got to be one with the pole. Yeah.
Did you guys watch the reunion thing that they filmed? Did you guys watch that?
Yeah.
Didn't Leah say that she had gotten lessons, like the show got her lessons, and that Kevin didn't want lessons or anything? And she's like, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe I just imagined this, but I swore she said Kevin just never practiced and just whipped that out, and he just did it, and she said she was so angry. Like, what?
Hilarious.
How did you do that?
That is great.
He's so agile, though. I mean, he just goes out and does stuff, so I can believe it.
So we had Peggy Lane O'Rourke on a little while ago, and she really had some great insight about Kevin James. Well, about a lot of stuff, but specifically Kevin James doing his own stunts and doing all his own physical, the physical comedy parts of it. So I'm not surprised to, when I saw him actually do this, like thinking about it, like looking at it now, that was totally him. That and I could see him not practicing at all and just whipping it out and doing it. All right, so to finish off the episode, at the very end, Arthur takes Doug somewhere. Where does he take Doug?
He takes him to the circus, but then Doug says, I'm not going to quit pole dancing.
And Arthur storms off in Arthur fashion.
Yes.
So,
oh my gosh.
This episode, I love this episode, and there's so many things about it that I want to talk about that we probably don't have time for, but
make time.
Yeah, we'll make time. But Christine, what did you like? What was some of your other favorite quotes and parts of this episode?
I always think about be one with the pole, and I do like the part where Danny says to Spence, "Well, someone's earned a new nickname."
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I thought Arthur had some really good lines. Whoever the writers were really spot on with him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really delivers them well. He's just hilarious.
Yeah.
Jenna, I know you have a bunch of stuff here.
Well, I think that, I can remember when I first watched this episode and I was just like, oh my gosh, Kevin James.
Yeah.
And I don't think it really, I always thought, Arthur was funny in this episode. And I don't know if I've ever said this before, but when I used to first watch King Queens, I didn't really like Arthur. And I know that's going to get a lot of what? Oh my gosh, because I know there's people out there who love Arthur.
Unpopular opinion.
Yeah, and I found him obnoxious and annoying, but now within the last maybe 2-3 years, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's so funny. Now I see why everybody loves Arthur. And I think this is my favorite Arthur episode because it's just so funny.
Yeah.
Even when he hears the music upstairs and stuff, and he's like,
Yeah.
So it's just, and how he takes her to the circus and then hugs her and says, "Daddy's here," or whatever he said. It's just my favorite Arthur episode for sure. And then of course, Dougie on a pole. Can't get much better than that.
So I want to address the real quick. So just 2 to 3 years ago, you started liking Arthur?
Yeah.
I think so. I don't remember the exact pinpoint of when I started liking Arthur. I always thought he was fine, but I was like, oh my gosh, the yelling, I don't know, maybe that was young Jenna, just annoyed with everything. I don't know. But old Jenna now understands Arthur. So
You can relate a little more to him, probably.
I can relate now.
Yeah. That's funny. What about did you used to watch Seinfeld, Jenna?
I was just going to say that.
Very rarely. My parents did more. Because I was probably a little bit too young at the time. So my parents watched it. But, I've seen a few Seinfeld episodes, but I can't remember Jerry Seinfeld on that show specifically.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Because
I said Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, no,
I know
you
Jerry
meant.
I was talking about.
I got you.
Jerry Stiller.
I didn't even catch that.
But Christine,
My brain was like, wrong.
Yeah.
Christine, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Arthur. Now you got me saying the wrong.
Yeah.
One. I think Jerry Stiller was more like over the top, cartoonish almost in Seinfeld, right, with his yelling and stuff
Completely.
like that.
Right? Yeah. That was just a little over the top, and I think originally his notes were to play it really low key because the mother kind of yelled in Seinfeld, and they didn't think they could have two parents yelling, and so, but then he just kind of went with it, I guess, and it worked.
Yep.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love it. You know, I love him on Seinfeld. I love him on King of Queens. But yeah, I think that's if you compare the two, he's more, you know, I don't know, more relatable probably in King of Queens. You know?
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
What else you got, Jenna? Because you got some really good quotes in here. I don't want to steal your thunder.
Another Arthur quote that I have written down. Her freak on for fatty.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that one.
Get your freak on for fatty.
And then when they're at IPS and, Doug's cleaning out his locker and Deacon's trying to, get him to go, and then the lights turn off. And he's like, it's time now.
It's time,
exactly.
yeah.
It's so funny. But you can, if you think of anything, or even on my notes, you can go ahead and say some of the stuff. Because I know you caught some of the things I got.
Well, for bonus points, what time did the clock say when the lights went out? Right before the lights went out, what time?
I want to say 9 o'clock or somewhere close to 9.
It's close.
Because I remember it being
9:30, you guys. 9:30.
Was it 9:30?
I was gonna guess 9:30.
Christine, stop.
But I didn't know. I know the guest
late.
becomes the questionnaire.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. No, as far as I'm concerned, when Carrie goes after they invite Ed and Anna Marie over, and they finally leave, and she's like, that girl pole dances. Me want to pole dance too. I can't even do it right, but
yes. Oh my gosh.
The way she says it, it's like so goofy and stuff, and it's so funny.
My husband was like, "Can you do that impression right now?" So I did it for him, and I was like, "I'm not doing that tomorrow."
Oh, come on, you got to do it, Jenna.
What is the line? I don't even remember.
That girl pole dances.
Okay, I see it right here. I don't know if I can do it. I do my impressions better right after I hear it.
Oh, okay.
That girl pole dances. Me want to pole dance too.
That was spot on.
That was spot on. Oh my god.
How about when they first discovered the pole dancing in the gym, and he says, "You're going to get Carrie to do that?" And he's like, after he says, "Well, I was going to get that guy's wife," but he says, "No, I don't think I can talk her into it. She wouldn't go for the Batgirl."
Yeah, she wouldn't even go for Batgirl. Now,
I don't think I can get her to do this.
Dusty, how about you, bud?
I'm surprised no one has said this one yet, and it's probably like my one of my favorite quotes in this episode. But when he was watching the strippers or the pole dancers, he said, "I'm glad I wore my baggy shorts."
Oh my god!
I did make a note of that, but I forgot about that.
That cracked me up.
That too.
Yeah,
That part
there's
cracked
so
me
many,
up.
so many innuendos in this episode.
Yes, there was. Oh my!
Don't get me
God.
wrong. I mean, I think it's funny, but it's like how to get that past, I guess, the network people. I mean, 2005. I don't know if you could do that nowadays.
He did so good on this episode.
This is my. I love this episode. I love this episode.
How about Carrie's outfits? Those things were great. She's had that pleather dress on or something.
I think I want to say the first one was good. I think by the time Doug ends up telling her she sucks, she's in sweatpants or something, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like she started dressing, putting more clothes on. throughout the episode.
I like when she like looks at the instructions too, like pauses and like checks the instructions.
Okay.
What else, Dusty?
Well, I have no more quotes. I mean, we've gone through all of them. That's about it for quotes for me.
Okay, but you did say you had a new segment you wanted to do, or at least a special one for this episode.
Well, first I want to do the segment we did last episode, where we name that person. Welcome to Name That Person. Who is that person? So anyways, the guy I posted on the King of Queens Facebook group, and I did a post about Ed that was in this episode, the stripper or the pole. I keep saying stripper. The pole dancer's boyfriend or husband, and I wanted to find out what everybody thinks he does for a living. And we got some fantastic answers. And I'm going to let Jenna say hers because she commented on this one. I want to let her say hers, and I want Christine to say hers also. So go ahead, Jenna.
Okay, so mine, I said that Ed worked at the bike shop where Doug got his motorcycle.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
All right,
what about you, Chris? You commented too as well?
I did, but mine's not very original. I just thought, since he had those tattoos, he probably works in a tattoo shop. And,
Okay.
If you work in one, you've got to have some,
I like that. I like that answer.
Unlike Carrie, because she has a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any tattoos, Carrie? No, I have a job. What else we got, Dusty? What other? Because I know there was a couple other ones, right?
Oh yeah, there's some great ones. Sean Siffel, he said he makes knockoff Menelaus called Mental Man.
I liked that one.
Good.
Let's see. We have one where Mike Grassi says he demonstrates food samples at Costco for free. He can't work because he spends too much time trying to save Rocky Mountain spotted owls.
That's very specific, but it's very funny.
Yes, very specific. And I'm gonna read one more. This one was really, really good, and it had several answers with it also. Jeremy Puckett said invents board games. Adverbia and Albaco are two of his best. And the responses were hilarious. If I can pull it up. One says, I'm sorry, it's not pulling up for me.
Hold on, let me see if I can get it. It's in the King of Queens group or our group?
It is in the King of Queens fan group.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not letting me pull up.
I'll edit this part out. Probably not, but I'll edit it out.
Right, yeah.
We'll see if you actually do.
Yeah, I probably won't. Talk amongst yourselves. Let's see.
Oh, here we go. I got it. All right, so the response to Jeremy Puckett's comment, Marilyn Calalengio says, and sells them on the interstate. And in Tom Garrett, and Tom Garrett said he makes puzzles using a chainsaw.
Oh, my God.
I mean, these responses were so good to this comment.
Oh, my God.
Very intricate work.
Yes.
Oh, wait, you got to read John Cliff's answer.
John Cliff, let's see. Let me pull it up.
And he sells them on an interstate. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
I don't know why I pictured him selling board games on the interstate.
Yeah. I swear,
Oh, my
man,
God, it's hilarious.
these people
Holy
are so
crap.
funny. Yeah, so crazy, man.
Sells stolen wheelchairs.
Yeah.
Who steals wheelchairs?
Right, yeah. And then
God.
John Clift, he said Ed is a promoter for a strip club, the one that has the light switch that looks like a nipple.
I think he knows way too much about strip clubs.
Right?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, man, yeah. There were some great responses on this, I'm telling you.
Oh, that's great. I still can't believe it. Sells them on the interstate. Selling board games. Oh my god! All right, that was great, Dusty. I liked that. I'm glad you retired boogie board instructor.
Yeah, I
Retired.
saw. Yeah, he looks
I
like
love how
one.
Yeah, I love how specific people get. That's the
Yeah.
best. All right. All right. So I guess we're to the point where we're gonna rate and review this bad boy. I cannot wait for this, and all my
Yeah.
notes are gone. All right. I'm sorry. There we go. I'm gonna edit that part out too. All right. IMDb had 410 user ratings at 8.1 out of 10. I think that's low. Ratings from our Facebook poll, we had 39, so that's pretty good. 4.1 out of 5, so that's about an 8.2. As always, we let our guests go first. So, Christine, if you would do the honors and rate the episode out of 10 and tell us
Out
why.
of 10? Oh, it's a solid, I don't know, 9.5. I mean, it just
9.5.
hit all the marks, and it has Arthur in it, so, Dusty can rate it high.
We know where Dusty's going with this one.
That's
Yeah,
right.
so I just thought that
Awesome.
was great. I really couldn't add much more to it.
Where did it lose half the point for you?
I don't know. I kind of thought maybe they could have, I don't know, done a few more different things, but I couldn't be real specific. I mean,
Okay.
it's just that I know that Spence and Danny didn't have a lot to say in this episode. They were in it a little bit, but I always think those two crack me up too.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, 9.5 is very respectable. All right, Jenna, you're up.
Okay. So I think this will be the highest rating one, or highest rating that I've given an episode. But so I have this one in my head as one of my top ones, but then I rewatched episodes and I'm like this one, and I'm like, oh, I didn't laugh as much as I thought I did.
Yeah.
But then there's other episodes like we did Las Vegas, and I remember just laughing nonstop at that one, whereas I didn't do that for this one. But I mean, the Arthur scenes just are my favorite in this episode. And then, of course, Dougie on a pole.
Yep.
So this one gets 9.3 for me.
9.3. Is that the highest you've ever given?
I'm pretty
Yep.
sure, because I don't think
Yep.
I've ever given a 9 to any of the episodes
Really?
I've done with you
Wow.
guys.
Wow. Okay. 9.3. Hey. So where I'll ask you the same question. Where does it lose a 0.7?
I think kind of like what I said, I just didn't laugh consistently, like I have in some of the other episodes that I didn't actually think were my favorite or that funny at the time until I rewatched it. And like I said, the Las Vegas one, I just laughed all the time.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of where, because like Christine said, I think they could have done even more with this episode probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. I agree.
Dusty.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Jenna. They could have done a little bit more with this episode. I still love this episode. I think it's a hilarious episode. It's one of my favorites. It's not my top 5, which is surprising because you would think this episode would be top 5 for me, but it's not top 5. It's in top 10, that's for sure. But like Jenna said, I think they could have done more with this episode. I think it would have been hilarious if they had Arthur walking in on Doug pole dancing.
Oh my
I mean, if they would have done that, would have been funny. I mean, him just walking in there. There wasn't there was some good scenes with Arthur, but not a lot of them. I feel like he should have been more involved with this whole episode. But I do like this episode. It's hilarious. I'm going to give it a 9.5.
9.5. All right.
All right, Steven.
On to Steve.
Down to you.
On to Steve.
That's right.
I'm excited for this.
Yeah, I know.
This is my absolute all-time number 1 favorite episode of King of Queens.
Oh!
Bam! I
So
said
good.
it. 31
Dang.
episodes in of our 207 episode podcast, and we're already at mine.
Yep.
So, I'm going to tell you why. And so it's a 10.0 for me. Absolutely.
Nice.
I think it's the perfect episode of King of Queens. And I'll tell you why. I think it's the most well-rounded episode. I think you get a taste of everyone, all the main characters, including, obviously Doug with his pole dancing. So you get his physical comedy. You get his, wisecracks and, all his jokes and everything. You get Carrie punching him in the stomach. We never talked about that part.
Yeah.
When Doug tells Carrie that she sucks, she gets so pissed off that she literally punches him hard in the stomach.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was thinking that. It looked like she really punched him.
I think she did too.
I think so. Yeah, that's you can't fake that.
No. So you got the different range of emotions for her. You got Arthur being Arthur, and just thinking that he pushed his daughter away to become a stripper, and trying to bring her back by doing stuff like that kids like a circus and the zoo and all that. You did get a sample of Spence and Danny. Like Danny's, I think that was his only line.
Yeah.
Was someone else earned himself a new nickname.
Yep.
I can go on and on, but I think this is the most well-rounded, perfect King of Queens episode. So
Nice.
10.0, favorite episode. I laughed my ass off the whole time.
I think Leah also said that this was her favorite episode as well.
Really?
I was looking up stuff about this episode, and I mean,
Okay.
I don't know if it's true because somebody could have just wrote that and been like, yeah, she said that. But they said, I can't remember the exact comment, but they said that she said it in some show that she was getting interviewed at. And she said this was her favorite episode to film, I think. Her favorite episode to film.
I mean, it was just so good. And when we get Leah on here eventually, we'll ask her.
God, I hope
You
so.
know.
That would be Come on, Leah. I'm waiting.
Leah Remini.
You know what we need to start doing? We need to
What's that?
start looking up the goofs on IMDb. I got goofs pulled up for this episode right now.
I've done that for some of the episodes. Just
We need to
look
start
and
doing
see
that.
what
Start
have.
reading.
Yeah.
You want to do it? I got them pulled up right now.
Okay.
All right. So the
I
first
like
one,
goofs.
I do too. The trivia and the goofs and movies and shows, they're hilarious. I love it.
Totally.
All right. So the first one for goofs is when Carrie complains about Doug always thinking of only himself in the bedroom. She turns her head away, and the camera then focuses on Doug, and Carrie can be seen on the side facing him.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That's
I was hoping for a funnier one. Let's see.
Yeah, that's a thumbs down right there. Goof.
All right,
So yeah, some of them are
let's see.
just very technical.
Yeah.
They're you could see.
Okay, yeah. So all the other ones are technical, but here's a revealing mistake. When
Okay.
Carrie grabs Doug and pushes him into the wall to kiss him, the wall moves.
The wall moved. Yep.
I didn't notice that.
I didn't
So-
either, and I wanted to go back and rewatch it because I read those, and I just didn't have time.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
I'll make sure to notice it the next time I
Yep.
watch it.
Same here.
But you rewound it 4 times to
right.
I really had to know, was it Express Mel or Expressive Mel?
Maybe they couldn't use Express Mail, the name on the show.
Yeah.
Dusty, you want to do our or your other one, your other game, or
Alrighty
whatever you
then.
want to call it, other segment?
So I'm gonna save the elf name for when we do the Christmas episode later this month. So we're gonna figure out our stripper names. Christine, I'm gonna let you go first, okay? Christine, what is the last thing you ate?
Candy?
Candy, okay?
Oh, this is going to be perfect.
Yeah,
This is gonna be a good one.
what's your birth month?
June.
June. Let's see. Sugar candy.
Sugar
Stripper
candy.
name. Yes.
Perfect.
Sugar candy. All right,
That is a
come to the
perfect
stage.
stripper name.
I share a birthday with Jerry Stiller.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
look at
that's
that.
awesome. That's
Oh, that's
awesome.
great. Cool.
When is your birthday?
June 8th.
June 8th.
Nice.
June 8th. All right.
Nice.
Awesome.
That's fine. I also share a birthday with Lou Ferrigno. So we're.
I saw that
pretty
on.
cool.
Yeah, you posted that or somewhere.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a birthday celebrity really.
No.
No,
I don't know
even
who
know
mine
who
is.
shares
I
my
don't-
birthday. Let's see.
Your birthday's coming
All
up.
right, Jenna. Yeah, in a couple days, or let's see, today's the 1st. Yeah, in about 5 days,
There you go.
I'll be 35.
It's downhill from there. just
5
saying.
years till
I'm
I'm
just
40.
kidding.
Yeah. Hey, I just look at it as 5 years till I'm 40, so I'm like,
Oh, you youngsters.
all right, Jenna, what was the last thing you ate?
Pulled pork.
Pulled pork, okay.
I don't know. That might be worse.
What's your birth month?
November.
All right, so Queen pulled pork.
Oh, I like it.
I like that
Pulled
too.
pork.
Or a Queen barbecue, one of those two.
Queen barbecue.
like that.
Queen barbecue, come to the stage.
Yeah.
It sounds like something Doug might like.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there you. Oh, yeah.
Jenna's down.
Yeah, she's definitely down for that.
Oh my god.
All right, Steven, what's the last thing you ate?
A brownie.
A brownie, and what's your birth month?
April.
April. You are sweet brownie.
Sweet brownie.
Oh yeah, got another
Ladies and
good,
gentlemen, premiering for the first time on stage, Sweet Brownie.
That's a good stripper name.
Sugar candy. Yeah, me and Christine are gonna give people toothpicks.
All right, mine is.
All right, what's yours?
Mine is dumb.
Uh-oh.
It's nusty soup.
Nusty? What is
Nusty.
nusty? Are you sure it's not
Never-
nasty?
No, it says nasty. It could be nasty, but it says
I think that's
nusty.
a typo.
I like nasty.
Well, I will go nasty soup. Oh, that's
Nasty
I'd rather-
soup. What kind of soup? What kind of soup?
That sounds worse. All right, a nasty creamy chicken noodle.
Nasty cream.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That's just wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
that is wrong.
I already
Oh
know
my
what
God.
my stripper song is gonna be. Chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side.
I've never heard that song.
What?
Yeah, Jenna's never heard it. Christine's never heard it. Is that all right? I'll have to look it up on Spotify.
Chicken noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side.
Wow. Wow. I can't wait to look that up.
To that one.
High school.
I was gonna tell you guys. I've decided on my next tattoo. It's going to be a King and Queens theme. It's gonna be
What?
tiny, but I have a Harry Potter tattoo, so I'm like, I have to get a King and Queens tattoo. So
You have a Harry Potter tattoo?
I do. Mm-hmm.
What is it?
It says, well, you're not going to know because you've never watched Harry Potter. And
Okay.
Dusty, you haven't either.
Awesome.
What?
Christine, have you?
Thank you, Christine. Thank
And
you.
I've only watched it like one, maybe 1.5 times, and I don't have a lot of recall because
Yeah.
All right, so this is all
This is
right.
interesting.
This is going to be interesting because
Yeah.
maybe your tattoo will sway me to watch it.
Well, I mean, it's not that cool, but
All right.
it's a quote from the movie Always. It says always.
Okay.
So
okay.
if there's any Harry Potter fans out there listening to this,
Well, it doesn't just say
you'll know what
always.
that
It's got
means.
like a couple shapes. or
No,
something
it says always, but then it's got like Harry's
Potter
little
glasses.
lightning bolt on the Y. It's got the stars that are in the actual book, like on the book pages.
Okay.
If you read Harry Potter, which I've done multiple times.
Okay.
And then it's got like a symbol from the movie for the A, and then Harry Potter's glasses.
Wow.
you didn't get 9 and 3/4.
I didn't. I really like Professor Snape, so he's the one who said always. So I was
Yeah.
like, it's
All
I
right.
gotta do it. But my King and Queens tattoo, I think I'm gonna get on my foot. I have another one on my right foot, just a tattoo, but I'm gonna get another one on my left foot, and it's gonna say, "'Cause baby, all my life I will be driving home to you," and I'm gonna get a tiny little IPS truck.
Really?
Pretty cool.
That is cool.
I
So
like that.
You're not
Will
going to
you-
get that quote from JoJo, the movie.
You saved my life, Brown Eyes.
You made my life worth saving.
Oh yeah.
Well, this is
That's
perfect
all-
because, I wanted to go over, when we were talking about his tattoos and the trivia, I wanted to talk to everybody, see who all has tattoos on this podcast. So, Jenna, you have a Harry Potter tattoo and you want to get it.
Yeah.
Is that the only one you have?
No, I have 7.
Holy crap.
Wow.
I have 7.
Nice.
And I'm supposed to have technically 8. My husband, for my 35th birthday, I had said I wanted he hates tattoos. But
Okay.
I don't care. But I had said I wanted a big flower thing up my arm, just to represent some things. But anyways, I haven't gotten it yet because I started teaching and then COVID hit, and
Yeah.
so it's just been crazy. So technically it would be 8, but all my tattoos have meanings. Like I have another one. The one on my foot is like songs that my husband has given me throughout our time together. So it's just some song lyrics, or that he sent to me. And I have like my kids. I have a Bible verse. I have an anchor
Nice.
on my rib, and then I also have a tramp stamp. That's what they're called. That was my very first one at 22. I regret that one. I actually don't regret it. It's my husband's name in Hebrew, but if older, mature Jenna would have moved that one somewhere else. But it's fine. It's stuck. So, but I like that one just because it's my husband's name in Hebrew. But
I need you to say
I have
Bible
multiple.
one more time.
Say that again.
Say Bible one more time.
Bible.
Okay.
No,
You didn't
I
say it
didn't.
like that. You said,
No, you
did
didn't.
you hear it, Stephen?
Bible.
Yeah, Bible. You sound like Reese Witherspoon.
Sometimes, sometimes they say that Southern California girls have weird accents, and sometimes I think I sound Southern. Sometimes I think I sound like I'm from Minnesota. So
Yeah,
That's
just-
that's all good.
I talk weird.
you got that North Carolina accent now.
It's coming out. It's coming
Yep.
out.
Christine, what about you?
I have a job.
I know. When she
Carrie-
said
that's a
that, I was
Carrie
like,
one.
well, I have a job too, and I've got tattoos.
Yeah.
So.
No, I mean, I think that's, she's speaking from kind of the old school, and I somebody in that show had to say that, but I don't have any. No.
I'm trying to
about you,
count all
Steven?
mine. Trying to count
Yeah.
all mine. I can't.
Oh, you got a few then too, because it's taking a little while to count.
I'll say 8. I guess 8.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn, I need to catch
Well,
up
I
with
got
guys.
the. What's that? What do you got?
I need-
You got anything?
I only got like 5. My wife has
5?
12.
Oh, wow.
geez. All right.
Yeah, I only got 5 though. Steven, what do you got?
I got an anchor.
Well, he
I
has
got
what's a
Wish list.
wish
Wish
list.
Oh, okay.
an anchor, a cross, my dad's initials, eagle with a American flag,
Nice.
some sort of tribal thing, and
Yeah.
then my wife's name. I think that's
Nice.
8.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah,
Wife's
yeah,
name.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Hey, I
I
did
don't
that
have
too.
it. I don't have it as a tramp stamp though.
Oh, the things 22-year-old Jenna did.
That's great.
Nah.
That was good. That was a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, summary is this is the best episode. If you don't
Yes.
think so, then I'm sorry. That's what I think, though.
So that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. We're actually this is going to be our last episode because
Right. Yeah.
We're just ending it.
we can only go downhill from here in my eyes. No. So, Christine, is there anything you would like to plug?
Not really. I was just
No?
super excited to find out it was this episode.
Oh, nice.
I remember you guys mentioning it and thinking, I thought you probably already had recorded it. So I felt
we do our
fortunate.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming on. It was kind of last
Hell
minute
yeah.
too, so yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Dusty, you want to plug our stuff?
Yeah. Facebook is at Shuddy Uppy, Let's Talk King of Queens podcast. Instagram is at Shuddy Uppy podcast. And TikTok is at Do Work Baseball Softball NC. Oh, we also started a group. The Shuddy Uppy podcast, in parentheses, King of Queens podcast.
On Facebook.
Definitely join us. It's going to be fun.
So, as of this recording, what are we, like, we're at 300 something. So, I want to get up there, man. I want to get up thousands. I want to pass up the other group. Think that's possible or what?
It is. It's not letting me invite anybody anymore for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah. And then if you want to email us, kingofqueenspodcast@gmail.com. Please send an email and let us know what you guys think of the show, and we'll read it on a future episode. Jen, is there any parting thoughts?
I'm just going to go to bed tonight thinking of Dougie on a pole.
This is a family episode, Jenna.
Right?
Oh, my God, that's funny. That is hilarious. All right, well, Christine, thank you very much for coming on, and we'll talk to everyone next week. Have a good one.
Thanks, guys.